Well, hello there YouTube, my name is GalaWOTs and today we are gonna be watching one of the funniest arty battles I've ever played. And I know what you're thinking right now, this is not an arty battle, mate, but I just thought I would throw this clip in at first because, well, fuck physics, right, yeah. But anyway, nobody saw that, right? No, I guess not, nobody saw that. Nah, fine, we'll just move on to the arty battle now. And here we are. And please don't be repelled by the fact that this is an arty battle, because, I mean, normally arty battles are not that funny, but this one is. And we are of course gonna watch all of the camping, long distance firing in double time, because I really don't want to showcase 10 minutes of me just sitting there and aiming at enemy tanks, but I also do want to have some time to speak in. And believe me, the end of this battle will... It might not surprise you, but I think it will make you laugh, because this is World of Tanks anyway. And oh, I forgot, boop! Now the chat should be bigger and you can just read all the funny stuff that they're saying. From the start, the enemy E5 started out by saying, "Conqueror, you cheat?" And then I splash him with 400 damage or something like that from behind. And then he's basically, yeah, I can report you now. And you can see also the Jagdpanzer, the E5, everybody pretty much hates arty. And I do understand, because when I get hit by arty, I fucking hate that shit. But it's normally after a battle where I've been hit enough times by arty myself, or getting one shot by one for instance, that I decide to play it myself, because... well, even though it's easy to find a traitor and kill enemy arty with your own arty, it's much funnier to kill raging heavy tanks and tank destroyers, right? Lucky E5. But he just gets killed by the other Conqueror, which I also thought was a little funny. And please keep a tight look at the chat throughout the entire battle, if I hadn't already highlighted that enough, because that's basically the funny part about this battle. And the funny part isn't, you know, all the people raging about noob clicker and that kind of stuff. That's pretty normal for a World of Tanks battle, especially when arty are doing well. We'll just speed up this part because this is extremely boring. Aside, yeah, might as well take a shot here, right? Why the not? Why the hell not? But I think I only managed to do like 100 splash damage or something. But I don't know if you actually noticed that right there. That was the first time that I noticed, at least. Yeah, and bye bye Mr. Centurion Action 10. I don't think you have noticed before, but look at this. This E100. I mean, I think is he a bot or is he AFK? Because if he was a bot, he would probably have gone forward or just stayed in the same place. But this guy decided to go behind a rock, turn his tank around and aim his turret into a wall. Which I don't really get, but alright then. AFK E100, anyone? Not that that's anything weird in World of Tanks either, because, well, World of Tanks, right? And right now I'm waiting to see if I could hit maybe that E50M or the Object 140 when they came around this side, but I decided not to, which was fucking annoying. And most of the time I can't really hit them because of these giant rocks in the way. They're really good cover, so people on this hill over here can't hit the arty down in this pit, but they're also pretty annoying because they will block some of your shots unless you are totally up against the back, which I was not because I suck. And I take a shot at the 183, it miserably misses, so that's a thing. And then the enemy E50M gets into the cap. Of course I can't do anything about it because he's behind the building. I could splash him, but again the rocks are in the way. And we have an STB-1 on the case anyway. Right now we have 3 arties, 1 medium tank and 1 heavy tank against 3 arties, 1 tank destroyer and 1 medium tank, and we just managed to take out one of the medium tanks. And a huge splash hit on that object 140, and he gets completely destroyed by our object 261. So get completely wrecked. And you can see our badges saying in the chat that we have an AFK E100 and 2703 HP. And another funny thing about this battle is that, well, the funny stuff starts now, I guess. But that E100 is actually gonna basically give me 1900 damage in this battle, and I'll show you how later. Right now I was thinking, alright, the object 261 is in the cap circle. If I go in there, he will undoubtedly be able to shoot me before I can, so I thought, alright, I'll just let my own object 261 deal with it. And then I thought maybe it's a good idea to go over here. If he tries to go around the side, I can kill him. But of course, when our arty is there, they have 1 arty in the cap, but they also have 2 others, which of course are gonna be killing this object 261. And I didn't want to expose myself, so this guy is gonna die. Well, rip. But I thought, alright, the E100 isn't gonna do shit in this battle, so I guess I have to go. It's better than just waiting around here for the FV-183 to come kill me, or the enemy just to cap it over. Or get the cap done to 100%. And this guy is... yeah, I don't really know, but he's definitely dead now. And there we have the FV-215B183. And you can see 1 enemy arty shell hitting the ground just beside the E100. That probably means that both the enemy arties are focused on the E100 and not on me, and that means I can get away safely because I use this building over here as cover to maybe not get spotted by the FV. And as you can see, the FV distracted the E100 long enough for him not to at least shoot at me. But he made one big mistake. He decided not to finish off the E100, and the enemy arty just missed the E100 again. And another enemy arty missed me. That means they will at least be reloading for 20 seconds or something like that. So I thought, alright, I'll just get 1 shot in on this enemy M183 before I go down. But he obviously doesn't know where I am. And this is when I realize, alright, he has definitely spotted me now. And I mean, what? Wait, no. No. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is this dumbass doing? Right now, he's making 2 huge mistakes, and I don't have to tell you what he's doing wrong. But first of all, he left the E100 alive. That means he spotted himself all the time. And even though he saw me, he just decided to go in circles 3 times and then park with his back to me. Is this guy fucking mental? Please explain to me what the fuck is going on. And this is also when the chat is gonna get funny. Alright? I mean... I don't now. Oh now he realizes where I am. Yeah, and finally I get taken out by the enemy arty. I mean, I should have been dead a long time ago. But what? Please, FV, could you please tell me what you were doing throughout this entire battle? And in the chat, the object 140, 1 in our chat. CGC hit me. Oh really? And the enemy arty doesn't manage to take out the E100 in the first shot. He loses 650 health, but that's not really part of this. Just read the chat for now. And that's basically it. Let's take a quick look at the stats. And even though it's really not the main focus of this video, we are still gonna take a look at the post-game stats. Because even though this was a loss, we managed to get first class mastery badge, a gauze medal, a defender and a high caliber. Because even though we were looking at that giant chaos throughout the entire battle, I didn't really think that I'd done too much, but I did manage to do 5.3k damage, which ain't too bad, and the highest amount of XP on my team, which is of course nice. But I really hope you enjoyed. This is one of the only battles I've ever played in arty where I've laughed this much while playing, and can somebody please explain to me in chat what that if 183 was doing? I mean, seriously, I really don't get it. He got shot by an arty from a direction, then he gets confused or something and starts driving in circles. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you actually enjoyed an arty battle, because I did for once, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, folks. Peace.